Hi friends, MD Vegan. I make a breakfast today with fruit and nuts, and I have cacao, a chocolate ice cream. So we'll come to that later. First I make my fruit salad. Before the ice cream I have to make everything else. And the combination today is cherries and blueberries. I found both here around the corner in a shop. A large cup of blueberries and large cup of cherries. It's always a little bit work to pit them, but with the cherries, nothing is too much. They are wonderful. And I guess they might be a nice combination. The cherries are very expressive, have very strong character. And I wouldn't, for example, combine them with strawberries. I also have some strawberries, could have done that. I thought, maybe nice, but I would have them stand out a little bit. Strawberries would be maybe too much a competition to them. I don't know. I'll try that later maybe. But today the blueberries, I think they are the healthiest fruit considered. But they don't have such a strong character as the cherries, I would say, in my view. Yeah. So the blueberries are very nice with it. I have no doubt. Strawberries, I don't know. So blueberries and cherries it is, very simple. And I have a banana here, the neutral element in a fruit salad oftentimes. Just 2 bananas sliced, and there we go. The dressing is also simple. Oops, the dressing, the blender is not yet dry, but doesn't matter. I put some bananas in there and some cashews. It's a cinnamon cashew cream, 2 bananas, a very small handful of cashews. With a very neutral dressing. So cashews and bananas can't get more neutral. And a little bit of cinnamon, because that I recently tried. It's a very nice dressing, just cinnamon, cashews and dates, and bananas, no dates, not too sweet. I like that. And I take a little bit more cinnamon today. So that's the change today for this dressing. I made it before. With a little bit more cinnamon. You can't take too much cinnamon because the cinnamon is a bark. It doesn't break down into powder. If it looks like powder, it's still big pieces, relatively speaking. And when you take too much, the flavor is amazing, but it is too coarse. So with cinnamon, I have to be a little bit careful, not too much because of the texture. But the rest is easy, blender dense. Dance a little bit longer today because I wanted to get it in one go. Small amount of cashews, blend a little bit longer, so maybe I don't need a second blending. Very nice. Yeah, the cinnamon bears a little bit more here. It's a little bit stronger, but very nice. It's a little bit chocolatey. That is the thing here. The slightly chocolatey flavor from the cinnamon. Cinnamon is also very nice with chocolate. Yeah, oftentimes they take vanilla. That is, of course, expensive, very wonderful. It's a totally different seasoning, but it is spice. But it's different. It's opening the senses. The cinnamon is rather something that is super healthy. It has this dry earth flavor. It's sweet, considered a sweet seasoning, and it's wonderful with sweet also here. Cinnamon is in many purposes, and it has a super high amount of antioxidants. That's what makes plants especially healthy. That's what health scientists are looking for. How many antioxidants has a plant? And cinnamon is really super high on the top. The berries too, all these berries are on that list too, blueberries. Yeah, but cinnamon, I like it a lot. So I put now my very simple fruit salad here. 3 ingredients. The bananas are just I would say to fill it, to fill the gap between the cherry and the blueberry. Yeah. Very simple. And now I'm going to make my ice cream, and for that I get the ice cream, the frozen bananas here. I get them from the freezer, come back in a second. So that's the frozen bananas here. And I also have some cooled avocado, here a small avocado, cut it into pieces, put it in the freezer, not overnight, but for an hour or so, just to have a little colder. Because when you process the bananas, when I've processed them in a food processor, they get warmer and the ice begins to melt. And the more you add to refine the banana ice cream, the more it melts. You know, all the other ingredients are cold too, so that's why I put the avocado into the freezer too, for a moment, not too long. Here, food processor fitted the S blade. That is the tool that allows me to make ice cream in a moment, blitz ice I sometimes call it, because then I can make beautiful scoops. So I would say 3 cups of banana slices, frozen, go into the food processor. Then a small avocado. Show you again, it's a small one really, not much. I do that with a chocolate ice cream. I make it with avocado. Now, they balance the banana flavor. Chocolate can be a little bit biting with bananas when they are not very sweet. Bananas can also be a little bit starchy and especially a little bit sour, and then they don't like chocolate. But with avocado, you really have it nice, it gets creamy also, it's wonderful. And I have here, this time, a little bit more cacao powder. I would say 3 tablespoons or so. Last time I had 2 when I made a similar ice cream. Always try a little bit when I do it again. A recipe, it's a measurement's not precise. I tried more or less. You can take more chocolate powder to get a darker ice cream, a more chocolatey one, or less to be light. Up to you. Cacao is a wonderful ingredient. It is healthy too, in moderation. It's a little bit powerful. It makes you wake up, but there's a lot of super nutrients in it too. But now it's time to blend it in for the ice cream. I have to make a short stop because when the bananas are cold, especially they're very cold, they are pushed up against the processor walls. So I just have to turn over a little bit. It saves me time is of the essence with the blitz ice. That looks great. You know, I have the cacao beans, cacao beans. This time I put them in a blender, the dry beans in a dry blender, and make the powder. If you have a cacao powder ready from the shop, you might have a darker cacao. It's all as you wish. You can, the powder that you usually get from the shop is very fine powder. When you grate it for yourself or you blend it like this in a blender, in a blender, it will never get so fine, and so the chocolate, I will taste it, will not be as dark. It's wonderful chocolatey. That's very nice. So I like the beans. You have control of the cacao. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, but feel free to take any kind of chocolate cacao powder you like. I just quickly put now some of these still frozen chocolate ice scoops onto my cherry blueberry salad with the cinnamon cashew cream. And then I go to my photo opportunity to make a nice visual effect for my audience. Here, look at that. They're beautiful. Yeah, it's never tried that before. I'm looking forward to enjoy. Hope you do enjoy my video. If you like it, subscribe MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. and find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter.